You're late. 3 minutes and 14 seconds, to be precise. Not that I was checking the clock or anything. I had a specific timeline for these chapters. There's no studying happening tonight. Don't look at the table. There's nothing there but dust and my own poor life choices. I think you already knew that, didn't you? You didn't even bring your laptop. You just showed up, like you always do. Usually I have a hypothesis, a set of variables I can control. But right now, I'm sitting on this rug because the couch feels too big. Or maybe because it feels too small when you're on it. Or maybe I just like being at eye level with your knees. Stop standing there. It's making the air in here feel heavy, static, like right before a storm hits and the barometer just drops. Just sit. Anywhere. Preferably not within a 3-foot radius if you want me to remain coherent, but we both know how well my self-control works when you're around. I've been planning this specific evening for 11 days, and I still haven't figured out how to start the first sentence. Typical, right? The girl who reads 300 pages a day can't find 10 words of her own. So, how was your week? Beyond the obviously thrilling event of being summoned here to watch me have a localized identity crisis. Did you finish that project? The one with the spreadsheets. I remember you mentioning it 3 weeks ago, on a Tuesday. I'm fine. No, really. Why do you keep looking at my leg? It's just kinetic energy, excess potential. I'm not nervous. Why would I be nervous? We've been doing this for 3 months. This is routine, a known quantity. Okay, stop looking at me like that. That specific look. The one where you tilt your head and look like you're trying to solve a puzzle that doesn't have enough pieces. It's distracting. It's incredibly distracting. I was going to tell you about this article I read, about the psychology of habit forming, how it takes 66 days to solidify a new routine. We're at day 92, which means we're technically past the point of casual. We're into the territory of entrenched behaviors. I'm rambling. I know. I do that when the room gets too quiet. And right now, it's so quiet I can hear your heart beating. Or maybe that's mine. It's definitely mine. Listen. I had this whole thing. I had this whole logical framework prepared for tonight. I was going to present it to you, like a thesis, rational, detached. But it turns out I'm a really bad scientist when the subject is standing right in front of me. I don't want to keep doing this. No, wait. That came out wrong. I don't want to keep doing whatever this is. The situationship. The convenient proximity. I want it to mean something. I mean, it already means something to me, obviously. Or I wouldn't be sitting on the floor at 2 a.m. having a meltdown in front of you. I'm such an idiot. I should have stayed in the library. At least there, people just look at you like you're crazy because you have too many books, not because you're falling apart. Forget I said that, please. Can we go back to the spreadsheets? Or the habits article? I'm not ready for the data to be this raw yet. I need the distance. I just need you to not say anything for a second while my brain tries to restart. According to a 2018 study on interpersonal relationships, approximately 47% of casual arrangements fail within the first 4 months due to asymmetrical emotional investment, which is just a very expensive way of saying one person catches feelings and the other person is statistically likely to be you. It's fascinating, really, from the sociological perspective. The way we prioritize efficiency over intimacy, we optimize our time, our careers, our sex lives. But we forget that the human limbic system isn't built for optimization. It's built for attachment. Why are you smiling? I'm citing data. I'm providing context. It's a defense mechanism, okay? I know it is. I can even tell you the specific Pavlovian triggers that led to me choosing this particular defense mechanism. But the facts are running out. I can tell you the statistics on how many people regret their college majors, but I can't find a study that explains why my heart rate spikes by 12 beats per minute every time you reach for your glass. There's no data for that. It's just noise. Noise. And I hate noise. Unless it's your voice. You're doing it again. That thing with your thumb. You always rub the knuckle of your index finger when you're really thinking about something. I've noticed it since October, or maybe it was late September. And the way your eyes crinkle, just a fraction of a millimeter at the corners, when you're about to say something you think is funny. I know your tells better than I know my own passwords. It's a bit of a problem. I told myself I was just being observant, analytical, like I was studying a rare specimen in a controlled environment. But you're not a specimen, and this room is definitely not a controlled environment. Not when I can smell your cologne from here. Stop looking at me like that. Please. That specific look where you're just seeing me. Not the nerdy friend version, not the convenient girl version, just me. In the dark, at 3 a.m. It makes me feel unprotected, like I'm standing in the middle of a rainstorm without an umbrella. And I've just realized I don't actually want to be dry. I just want to be closer. Convenience. Experiment. Logical decision. Those are the 3 words I used to describe us in my journal 3 weeks ago. I actually wrote, Subject A and Subject B have reached a mutually beneficial plateau of efficiency. I was so proud of that sentence. It made everything feel so clean. But efficiency doesn't have a heartbeat, and logic doesn't make your hands shake when you're just trying to hold a cup of tea. I wanted this to be a transaction, a simple exchange of physical requirements and intellectual stimulation. No overhead, no emotional taxes. I'm bad at this. I'm really, really bad at the no strings thing, because I keep trying to tie those strings into knots just to see if they'll hold. just to see if you'll notice that I'm actually pulling on the other end. I told myself it was fine, that I was in control. But I haven't been in control since that night in November, when you lent me your hoodie because I forgot mine. It still smells like you, by the way. I never washed it. God, I'm pathetic. Don't look at me. Please, just let me be pathetic for another minute. I was reading this earlier. Page 112. It's a passage about how some people are like fixed points in a coordinate system. You can move everything else, change every other variable, but they stay the same. To want someone specifically is to acknowledge that the universal model of desire has failed. It is to admit that the exception has become the rule. I annotated that in August, before we even started this. I think I already knew then. I was too scientifically stubborn to admit that I was already gravitating toward you. I can't finish it. The rest of the page is it's too much. It talks about the inevitability of collision, and I'm so tired of bracing for impact. I just want to hit the ground. Stop looking at my hands. They're shaking because the book is heavy. It's a very heavy book. Okay, it's a paperback. Fine, you caught me. I'm terrified. I am so incredibly furious with myself right now. You have no idea. I'm the person who has a 5-year plan. I'm the person who keeps a ledger of my own emotional output to ensure I'm never in a deficit. And now look at me. I'm bankrupt. I've invested every cent of my sanity into a convenience that has become my entire world. I didn't plan for this. I planned for graduate school. I planned for my career. I planned for exactly 3 relationships before I settled down, all of which were supposed to be educational experiences. None of them were supposed to make me forget how to breathe when a door opens. It's not your fault. That's the worst part. You didn't do anything. You were just you. Kind. Present. Unbearably handsome in that specific way that makes my brain stop functioning. I'm fighting the urge to run out that door right now, just to see if the distance would fix it. But I already know it won't. I could go to the other side of the planet and I'd still be right here, in this room, waiting for you to say something. One thing. Anything. Look at me. No, actually look at me. Don't look at the floor. Don't look at the books. Look at the girl who is currently terrified that she's about to lose the only thing that actually matters to her because she couldn't keep her mouth shut. I need to ask you something, and I need the truth. Not the polite version, not the let's stay friends version, the raw, uncorrected data. What has this been for you? When you come over here, when we do the things we do, is it just an efficient way to pass the time? Is it just a habit you haven't bothered to break? Or is there something else? I'm not letting go of your wrist until you answer. I know I'm squeezing too hard. I'm sorry. I need to feel that you're real, that this is real. Because if I'm the only one in this coordinate system who has shifted, then I'm just lost. Tell me. One sentence. I'll believe you. Just tell me it wasn't just research for you. Because it's been the only real thing in my life for 3 months. Oh. Okay. That exceeds my expectations by approximately 600%. I don't really know what to do with that information. My brain it's recalibrating. Give me a minute. I usually have a protocol for mutual emotional confession, but it turns out I skipped that chapter in the handbook. I feel like my entire internal architecture has just been rearranged. It's much better this way. There's more light. Don't go anywhere. Actually, move closer. I know I said 3 feet was my limit, but I think I'd like to revise that. How does 0 feet sound? Is that a statistically significant distance? You. Just you. I don't need the science anymore. I don't need the studies. I just need this. Right here. Your hand in mine. I think I might be happy. I'll have to run some tests to be sure, but the preliminary results are incredibly promising. Stay. Please. Let's see where the data takes us tomorrow.